in a Glock, couple band. Disappear, see it in my hand. Legal shooter, make them overstand. Half court, full court, state court, magistrate court, beat the light. Nigga, who is you? Cause I forgot hit the booth and I go cool, got karate.
Welcome back to another edition of the Orbit Report. And now that we made it to the final chapter of June, and after all the chaos, revelations, and inner shifts from the past few weeks, we now arrive at the soft landing. Because when is it ever soft for real? I mean, I guess it can be, but you know, right? This is this is the week to rebuild. Now I will say that because last week was crazy. Okay, this is the week to rebuild, to reset, to reconnect with your body, your breath, and your inner sanctuary. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Cancer season is here, and on June 25th, we are blessed with a new moon in Cancer. Right, a beautiful opportunity to plant seeds of emotional security, home, and intuitive connections. Okay. Now, these moons are definitely going to be squaring planets in Aries, but we'll talk about that in a quick second. I don't want to get too ahead of myself. So on June 25th, the new moon in Cancer invites us to begin again emotionally. Okay, Cancer rules the womb. Okay, the waters, the mother, the memory, lineage, heritage, blah blah blah. Right. It governs where and how we feel safe. This lunation is especially powerful for setting intentions around family, okay? Around healing, around nourishment, and reconnection with your divine feminine energy, whether you're a man, woman, indifferent, blah, blah, blah. Okay? June 25th, also, the new moon is square Saturn, like I was saying earlier. I don't want to get too ahead of myself. Okay? Saturn now at the beginning of Aries brings a harsh but formative edge to this otherwise nurturing new moon. Okay, so it's good, but there's challenges here. Okay, the square challenges us to bridge our emotional vulnerability with self-discipline and independence. Okay, you may feel a push-pull between craving protection and needing to lead yourself forward. Okay, this is an emotional rite of passage. Also on June 25th, because we know that Neptune and Saturn are both in Aries, this new moon is also squaring Neptune. Now, there's a lot happening. Okay, like I said in the beginning of the month, there's a lot of emotions. And in the last part, I said that you probably see it now, but you're about to see a little more. Okay, this close square to Neptune, okay, in Aries can blur emotional perception. Okay, Neptune here amplifies sensitivity, intuition, and visionary potential. But it can also lead to projection, confusion, and spiritual bypassing. So really be careful with that, okay? You're being asked to ground your dreams and emotional maturity. Be honest with yourself about where you may be escaping or idealizing, okay? Now, some ongoing energies that are happening this week as well. The sun continues in Cancer, right, which invites reflection, protection, and spiritual cleansing. Okay. Mars in Virgo urges us to take small but powerful steps forward in healing, one mindful decision at a time, and Virgo rising or whooping ass. Energetic themes, okay? Restoration and emotional rebirth, honoring the maternal and ancestral lineages, okay? Creating sacred space both internally and externally, planting intentions for safety, self-trust, and gentle structure, okay? Balancing vulnerability with leadership, which can be very difficult sometimes, okay? Some questions to ask yourself this week, okay? What does emotional safety look like for me now? Now, that's a very important question to ask, even if it wasn't this week, but especially this week, okay? What inner child need is asking to be met within me. Okay. Where am I being called to lead with emotional clarity rather than emotional impulse? Okay. Like I said, this is emotions this week. Okay. How can I root my vision in compassion and consistency? Okay. You want to ask yourself these questions. Okay. Some suggestions to help out, some ritual suggestions, right? Fill a bowl with water. Okay. Speak your intentions into it. Okay. Float flower petals or herbs, chamomile, rose, mugwort, rosemary, etc. Leave it under the moonlight, or near your bed. In the morning, pour it at the roots of a tree or a house plant. Okay? Light a white candle and write a letter to your inner child or ancestors. Right? Organize or redecorate one corner of your home with comfort and beauty in mind. Ground your intention with the act of physical nurturing. Cook, clean, touch the earth, go hydrate deeply, etc. And you can also going back to that bowl. You can actually burn the well because it's a Cancer new moon. You may not want to burn it. You may actually want to put it in water and allow it to be dissolved, or go to a river and do this and put it in the river and allow it to float away. Right. I will use parchment paper and not regular paper, or another type of biodegradable paper or biodegradable paper. You know what I'm saying? So that we're not harming the environment. But you get what I'm saying. I digress. Okay. So we are here for going from Aries to Pisces. Okay. What does this week mean for you? Okay. So Aries risings. This new moon hits your fourth house of home, family, and roots. All right. Emotional tension may arise between needing solitude and being pulled to lead. Pull me to lead. You may feel pressure to hold it all together, okay? Or to take on more responsibility than you're emotionally ready for, okay? Use this new moon to define what home and emotional security mean to you on your own terms. Take your time, which is hard for Aries. It just is. It just is so spontaneous. Uh, so actually, spontaneous is more sad. Aries is more like immediate survival instinct action. Anyway, I digress. Taurus rising. Okay, the third house is highlighted: communication, siblings, local community, and your thought patterns. Right. The new moon may call you to rewrite your internal narrative and emotionally detach from toxic mental loops or conversations. Speak with honesty, but don't confuse sensitivity with truth now. All right. Neptune here can distort clarity. All right. So you want to be careful with that. Gemini risings. This lunation touches your second house, money, values, and self worth. Okay. It's time to assess your financial habits and ask whether they reflect your emotional needs. Saturn may pressure you to take long term responsibility, while Neptune might tempt you into escapism or illusion based spending. Okay. Anchor your intentions in emotional security. Okay. Watch your money. Watch your money. Sorry, I digress. Cancer risings. This is your new moon. Okay. Your personal reset happening in your first house. It invites you to reimagine how you show up in the world, who you are now after everything you moved through. Like, who are you? Who are you not after everything you moved through? You know what I mean? Saturn squares challenge your self-expression, reminding you to balance softness with emotional boundaries and maturity, which can be very hard sometimes for Cancer, but we gotta do it. We gotta set them boundaries, man. Gotta set them. That as soon as it hit, oh, hey, 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 hey. You know what I'm saying? Well, you don't have to slap them, but unless you got like a Mars in Aries, you know, it is what it is. So, Leo rising, okay? Your 12th house is being activated. The subconscious, spiritual healing, hidden wounds, and retreat. This week may bring hidden grief to the surface, okay? You are being called to process in silence or solitude. Let go of the pressure to perform, okay? Embrace the rest. I'm sorry. Embrace rest and protection from overstimulation. Let this be sacred space for soul restoration. Virgo risings with Mars in your sign, whooping ass. I bet you feel it now, though. I bet you feel the whoop assness, especially if you're having a Mars return. I know you do. This new moon activates your 11th house of friendships, community, and vision, and rewards from career. Okay. Saturn's influence may strain certain relationships, all right, or demand stronger boundaries. Neptune may tempt you to idealize people or causes. Okay. Stay grounded and choose soul aligned community. Set intentions for what you are building with others. Okay. Leo rising. Sorry. Libra rising. You head ass. You Libra risings. This new moon activates your 10th house of career and public presence. All right. You may feel emotional pressure to rise, perform, or be seen. Okay. Saturn square asks you to take responsibility for your long-term goals, while Neptune may distort your sense of mission. You want to really anchor into your true calling, okay? Not ego expectations, okay? Scorpio rising. The ninth house of higher learning, spiritual wisdom, long distance travel, and belief systems is illuminated, all right? You may be questioning your beliefs or redefining your faith, right? Saturn asks you to discipline your spiritual practices. Neptune could cloud your judgment. Clarity will come through integrity, not fantasy. Scorpio risings. The ninth house of higher learning, spiritual wisdom, long distance travel, and belief systems is illuminated. Okay. You may be questioning your beliefs or redefining your faith. Saturn asks you to discipline your spiritual practices. Neptune could cloud your judgment. Clarity will come through integrity, not fantasy. Now, Sag risings. Your eighth house of intimacy, shared resources, and emotional merging is in focus. This illumination may highlight power dynamics or ancestral runes tied to trust. Okay. Saturn's influence pushes you to take ownership of your healing. Neptune's presence warns against bypassing your feelings. Go deep, not around. Okay. Go deep, not around. Eighth house, go deep, not around. Capricorn rising. Seventh house of partnership is activated. Somebody might be getting some nookie. I digress. This is a powerful time to reset emotional contracts, okay? Both in love and business, okay? The seventh house is relationships, love, and business, okay? Saturn in your fourth house brings pressure from family or home matters that may impact your relationships, okay? Be honest about your emotional capacity. The new moon offers a chance to recommit with more truth, okay? Now, Aquarius risings, the sixth house of health, daily routine, and service is under the spotlight. If you've been running on empty, this is your reset. This is the reset for your nervous system that it needs. Saturn may be pressing for better boundaries or a stricter wellness plan. Okay. Neptune reminds you to listen to the emotional and energetic cues. not just physical ones. Pisces and Pisces rising, but really Pisces rising, because we do rising signs over here. Okay. The new moon lands in your 5th house of joy, romance, creativity, and fertility. If you've been feeling creatively blocked or emotionally unavailable, this lunation invites you to open again. Okay. Neptune may cloud your vision of love or desire, while Saturn ensures you build your joy with structure. Set intentions for heartfelt creation. Now, with that being said, after a month of intensity, June ends with a whisper. Last week was crazy. This week isn't as crazy, even though they're still a square. But last week they had Mars square Uranus and Jupiter square, and so, don't underestimate the power of the softness. Okay, your nervous system is sacred. Your boundaries are divine, and your heart is ready to be reborn. Use this week to listen, to love, and to lay the foundations for the version of you who knows they are worthy of peace. With that being said, hit the like button, hit the share button, subscribe, help me out so I can help you out. I love you guys. Tell your mama, your daddy, your uncle, your cousin, can tell give it a yeet, pot, pan, knife, stick, chef, yeet, 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 yeah. I'm gonna do that at the end of every video. I like that. Yeah. Anyway, love you guys. Check out Halo Readings. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Follow me. I love you. Peace.
Cause I forgot hit the roof and I go cool, cock a ride.